I think we're quite close to digital superintelligence. It may happen this year, and if it doesn't happen this year, next year for sure. A digital superintelligence defined as smarter than any human at anything.
So Elon Musk companies are falling apart today. That's the subject of today's video, as we're going to talk about Musk and the bubble. This is one of Musk's key employees decided to leave Tesla. What the heck? And in fact, it's more than one company. Check this out. This is also reported in the Wall Street Journal. Executives at XAI clashed with Musk advisors before departing. So you're talking about two different Musk companies. One, Tesla, people are leaving, and two, XAI, where people are leaving. Why are they leaving Elon? Well, let's see what he has to say lately about the tech.
Something that's going to be very important in the future is um, combining deep AI in the data center or supercluster with robotics. So that things like the Optimus humanoid robot, and yeah, Optimus is awesome. There's going to be so many humanoid robots and robots of all sizes and shapes. But my prediction is that there will be more humanoid robots by far than all other robots combined, by maybe an order of magnitude, like a big difference.
All right, so Elon's claiming that his robots are so awesome. I mean, it's like the best product of all time. We're all gonna have 5 robots. He said all this stuff in the past. And the question I always have is like, okay, if you're gonna replace us all workers with robots and AI, where are we gonna have the money to buy your 5 robots for each person that you keep talking about? And it turns out maybe his own employees don't even believe this nonsense anymore. Like literally, this is what it says. It says, this is from one of his employees just today. Decided to leave Tesla. It's been an incredible ride leading the Optimus AI team. So the product that Elon was just bragging about, that where everyone's going to have all this stuff, this is the guy who said, I was leading the team and I'm out. This is one of the stock promoters for Tesla. He says, Optimus AI team lead, Ashish Kumar, has decided to leave Tesla and join Meta as a research scientist. What the heck? So you're getting out of Tesla, going into another company, getting out with Zuckerberg and the team. And then you also have this. Part of what keeps this crazy Tesla and many of these tech bros afloat these days is a bunch of just rumors and frankly nonsense. So the rumor going around lately for Tesla, this has been the last couple of days, is that there was some company named Farm Agree, I guess, or something, that put in an order for 10,000 Tesla robots, even though Tesla hasn't even sold one. Elon then a few hours ago just said that's all fake. And who knows, maybe the employees at Tesla thought it was real, and they're like, oh wow, look at Elon's selling the robots that we're not even finished with, that don't even work. But now Elon's admitting they're fake, and now you got a rash of employees leaving. Seriously, they're leaving. This is another part from the Wall Street Journal story. And again, these are two different companies. You got Tesla, people are leaving, and you got XAI, which people are leaving. And it says, several executives at XAI left after clashing with 2 of Elon Musk's closest advisors over concern about the startup's management and financial health, according to people familiar with the matter. And, I've been following the story for a long time. Basically, the last numbers that I saw, and you never know for sure with this stuff, but the last numbers that I saw was like they're losing $1 billion a month, like really a lot of money. They're just burning through cash. And how long is this sustainable? And what Elon's been doing lately is found ways to funnel money from his various companies into this XAI thing. He's trying to, in my opinion, get out of Tesla, go in XAI, and then there's a whole fiasco of the Tesla board's trying to keep him around by effectively making this ridiculous pay package. And this is coinciding to what Trump is up to. I want you to understand both of these things together, because Trump's been hanging out with a bunch of tech bros like your Elons and your Zuckerbergs and Sam Altmans, etc. And essentially it's a combination of, how can these tech bros, grift from the government, and how can they get regulations loosened? Right now, Trump's in the UK. He just tweeted this out and said they got some sort of tech prosperity deal. That's according to Trump. It says here, we have also signed a historic technology prosperity deal, one of a kind, to ensure our countries lead the next great technology revolution side by side. Okay. And then markets are up. You can see this. Trump is celebrating that. But what I'm telling you, though, is just be careful, because a big part of why our markets are going up these days is that it's all based on the hype of the robots and the AI, etc. And you're seeing, say, one of those companies, Tesla, where people are literally leaving to go do something else because maybe the technology doesn't work as advertised. As it turns out, This is coming from Politico. They're saying, okay, what is Trump doing over there? What do the tech CEOs want? And this is what was cited. It says, the deal includes new UK spending by NVIDIA and Microsoft and promises of an, quote, AI growth zone in economically troubled Northeast England. So the idea is, I guess, to boost the economy, we're going to build data centers and AI in a neighborhood where I guess where people don't have jobs, but we're making jobs to construct these things to ultimately replace yet more people so you don't have jobs. And it doesn't make sense, right? But, you know, how does this sort of game played? Well, the tech bros are in bed again with Trump, and then all I have to do is like kiss up to Trump, etc. Now, watch what Trump's interested in and his understanding of this stuff. Listen to this.
This room needs no introduction. We're in the Oval Office, and we're here to speak with President Trump about all the changes and improvements he's made to the White House. If you look at before and after photos, which I'm sure we'll put on the screen, the Oval looked kind of drab before. President Trump gave it a little bit of a makeover here. And we'll talk to him about all the changes he's made, some of these paintings he's added, the art.
Doesn't it seem like a joke when you see this thing? And I'll go back to this picture here, right? Doesn't it just seem like a joke? And the tech bros know it's stupid. And we all know it's stupid. Like, you just put like gold freaking everywhere in the White House. It's a joke. But this is what's going on. The tech bros are like, okay, we need to keep this a bubble going. You need to take off the regulators off our companies. You need to make it so we don't have to report our financials. Like, we can just keep this bubble hyped up. And then Trump's like, okay, I'll do that as long as you take pictures with me for my Instagram, appear with me, and we'll take pictures in front of my gold, White House Oval Office. Like, what? And even regarding the gold thing, I just heard about this recently. This is new to me. It says Trump's Oval Office redesign includes $58 Home Depot plastic spray painted gold, internet sleuths say. So I guess people on the internet have been looking around the pictures of Trump and saying that some of the stuff could be like $58, plastic ornaments or $30 plastic ornaments and just painted gold. You never know with Trump, guys. You never know. I'm not surprised by this stuff, but it's just, how clownier can this stuff get? And if you want to see my video, when the South Korean President Lee came in, he even insulted Trump to his face, making fun of the Trump, gold Oval Office. You can watch this, please.
Very interesting for our audience to see this side of you, because I've talked to some of the tour guys of the White House, and they're always saying that you walk around and you give notes to the landscapers, the gardeners to fix things, and you pick out all the paintings yourself. And I don't know if people know how conscientious you are about the White House, how much you care about the White House, how much you care about the history, and you want to make it as beautiful as possible, and you've made it even more incredible than it already was, like no other president.
There's an incredible video clip, sir. It's like the day after you were reelected, maybe like a few days after, and you were in Mar-a-Lago and you were walking with the groundsperson with a notepad, and you were pointing to all of these little things, and it was like the most incredible thing, because it's like this attention to detail is wonderful.
Well, we've done a lot. The White House it needed some love. You think it got it with Biden? I don't think so. You think he does this? Do you think he says that marble's not looking good, we have to replace that marble? No, he doesn't do that. But we have a great...
And so Trump is bragging about, do you think Biden looks at the floor and the marble and changes it? No, but I take notes on everything, and we're going to make the grass really good. We're going to add more gold. That's the stuff that Trump cares about, right? Is decorating the Oval Office. That's his main concern. The tech bros didn't just lead into, he did such a good job with the decoration. They know it's stupid. And the thing is that with this whole game is, if you're in the MAGA movement, or whatever you want to call it, there's people who are basically liars and grifters fooling people who are the MAGA side. And then, then there's people who actually believe the liars and grifters. There's just two groups, right? People who lie and people who believe the lies. And the whole thing's so obvious when you just step on the outside and just like, look how ridiculous this stuff is.
Hey, Optimus, what are you doing there?
Just chilling, ready to help.
Hey, Optimus, do you know where I can get a Coke?
Sorry, I don't have real-time info, but I can take you to the kitchen if you want to check for a Coke there.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
We should go.
Yes, let's do that. Let's go.
Awesome. Let's head to the kitchen.
Okay.
Okay, go.
I think we need to give it a bit more room. Right now, it's kind of paranoid about space. It'll be able to walk a lot faster too.
And remember, these tech bros are acting like, and this is Mark Benioff, again, Salesforce CEO, he's saying, Elon's Tesla Optimus, robot emoji, fire emoji is here. Dawn of the physical agent force revolution, tackling human work for 200K to 500K. Do you want these things? Do we really need these humanoid robots? Do you really believe that, these are worth, what, 200 to 500K each? Is that what we're talking about here? The thing barely works. Elon Musk people are all leaving. And then there's this whole sham to where Elon's like, with his board, going to try to pay him $1 trillion motivation. Isn't it so obvious that this is absolutely a bubble and a scam? I mean, it should be incredibly obvious. Even the Pope has a comment on Elon Musk's $1 trillion package, right? Literally, that was the headline. Even the Pope has an opinion on Elon Musk's $1 trillion pay package. What does the Pope have to say? It says here, the Pope said that 60 years ago, CEOs made maybe 4 to 6 times more than their workers. But that now, according to the last figures he saw, it was 600 times more. So obviously there's a great disparity here. Here's a quote. Yesterday, the news broke that Elon Musk is going to be the first trillionaire in the world. What does that mean and what's that about? If that is the only thing that has value anymore, then we are in big trouble. And in fact, I went the Pope on this one. I think it does matter if, all the money and essentially everything's going to go just a few individuals. And when you look who these individuals are, you can just see like a lot of these people are liars. I mean, you can just see it. I'm just showing you this stuff. Recently, this was just also in the headlines today. Zuckerberg promises new smart glasses will unlock super intelligence, right? So, okay, Zuckerberg, what do you got? What's the super intelligence thing here? Let's watch.
Video call.
There we go. Uh-oh. Well, let's see what happened there. That's too bad. I don't know what happened. Maybe Boz can try calling me again. All right. Well, I got a missed video call. Okay, there's the actual video call. All right. I'm just going to pick that up with my neural band. This is, it happens. Yeah, let's, what do you think? Let's just go ahead and...
WhatsApp video call.
Let's go for a fourth. All right. Try it again. I keep on messing this up. And if not, then we'll go for the less fun option. Okay. I don't know what to tell you guys. All right.
And you have to see that for yourself because effectively, again, a lot of this stuff is based on hype, and all of these dudes in the tech space, they're trying to promise you that everything that they put all the time is this next level, game-changing, life-changing, world-changing, big revolution.
I think we're quite close to digital superintelligence.
But there's only so much revolution that you can have. I mean, because the market's expecting, and this is sort of why, markets are going up again. It's all based on all this AI stuff and robots, et cetera. But a lot of it doesn't even work. It's not ready. I mean, I'm showing you guys what it is. And again, this stuff's going to be power hungry, and the whole goal is to replace you, the worker. And I just don't think it's sustainable. So that's my thoughts on this stuff. I want to hear yours, and I'll catch you on the next video.